The Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum at the Whitefish Point Lighthouse in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. The Great Lakes Shipwreck Historical Society has owned the lighthouse since 1996. The Whitefish Point area has more shipwrecks than any other area in Lake Superior. Shipwrecks along this coast dramatically increased after, in 1855, the Soo Locks opened Lake Superior to shipping. Whitefish Point marks the turning point for boats navigating this treacherous coastline to and from the St. Mary's River and the Soo Locks. There are 200 shipwrecks in the vicinity of Whitefish Point. The Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum memorializes fallen sailors and ships, including the Invincible, which is believed to have been the first ship to sail on Lake Superior. The Invincible was lost in a fierce storm back in 1816. In November of 1975, as the famous iron ore freighter the Edmund Fitzgerald struggled toward Whitefish Bay in a colossal storm, both the Whitefish Point light and the radio beacon at the remote navigational system at Whitefish Point suddenly clicked off due to the storm. The Fitzgerald, having already lost its radar capabilities, was now without the ability to home in on the automated radio beacon system at Whitefish Point. The gigantic freighter, nearly as long as 2.5 football fields, was left to fend for itself in the historic storm. The Fitzgerald went down about 15 miles north of Whitefish Point in Canadian waters. This is the bell from the Edmund Fitzgerald. Due to the inherent hazardous nature of navigation in this area, a series of identical life-saving stations were built in 1876 between Grand Marais and Whitefish Point. Life-saving stations were built that year at Deer Park, Two-Hearted River, a station of surfmen that rescued over 900 people, Crisp Point, and Vermillion, which volunteers are working to restore. Life-saving stations were also built at Grand Marais in 1899 and Whitefish Point in 1923. Due to the danger for shipwrecks in the area, that was 6 different life-saving stations along a stretch of just 50 miles of incredibly remote and dangerous coastline. This is the gigantic, 9-foot-wide, 3,500-pound second-order Fresnel lens that used to be in the red and white striped White Shoal Lighthouse. White Shoal is located 20 miles west of the Mackinac Bridge. This lighthouse is 121 feet tall, making it the tallest lighthouse on the Great Lakes. This lighthouse used to use a second-order Fresnel lens. That made it the biggest Fresnel lens ever used on the Great Lakes. Light from the lens could be seen an incredible 28 miles away from the lighthouse. I'm here at the Whitefish Point Lighthouse, north of Paradise, Michigan. Boats in the area. Here is the Tahquamenon Falls. If you're in the area of Whitefish Point, once you make it to Paradise, Michigan, it's an easy 15-minute drive to Tahquamenon Falls and the nearby Tahquamenon Falls.